Okay, so if you read the title of this video, then you know that we are here for a mega haul because I am going to start an art journal because I need some straightening out in my head, some little bit of, I guess, mental health help, and I hear that art journals are a very good way to do that. So I went down this little rabbit hole of all kinds of stuff that you can use in a mixed media art journal. And it's not all here yet, but I'm just getting impatient. I just really want to start this journal. So let me show you what I have so far. Now, as with most things, it's pretty sound advice. When you want to make yourself use something regularly, you want to make it something that you want to use, something that you like, either aesthetically or you know, sensationally, you like the texture of it, or something that you want to put your hands on. So that in mind, I purchased for my first art journal this handmade leather-bound book. I got it off Amazon. It was pretty pricey. Has a cool little clasp and super deckled pages. Looks nice and aged and worn. With a cool little clasp on it. And the pages they're sort of that vintagey, mottled sort of texture, and the person selling it told me that it's about 140 pound paper, which seems about right. That seems like watercolor weight paper. So I thought that it would be appropriate for mixed media. I'm definitely going to have to put some sort of extension on this because art journals do have the tendency to balloon up. They get like way fatter than they actually start off. So, because you put so much stuff in and so many layers of things on the pages. So we'll cross that bridge when we get to it, but that's definitely something that I foresee happening in the future. I might cut the band down the middle and patch in a piece, if you will, of leather, just to, you know, extend it a little. Now, I am not a mixed media artist. I've never done mixed media before. It actually has always fascinated and terrified me all at once. One of the things that people suggest you use are water-soluble supplies, crayons, watercolor pencils, that kind of thing. Now, I have a lot of watercolor pencils, and as well as my Derwent Inktense pencils because of my doll customizing. But what I've never used are water-soluble, like, artist crayons. So I got a whole bunch. And there's even still a few that haven't come in the mail yet, but so as you can see here, there are varying degrees, I suppose, of quality or grade, I guess. I have more artist grade, professional ones, I have crafty ones, I have all kinds of stuff. So anyway, I got a few Faber Castell Gelatos because these were very, very highly recommended and praised. Peach, butterscotch, chocolate, and Earl Grey. I tried to get neutral sets of all the colors that I got if I didn't get a wide range, if I just had to pick a small set, because I want to do a comparison. Even if you're not interested, I just for myself want to do a comparison, but let me know in the comments if you're interested and I will see about doing a comparison video. There are a lot of comparison videos online, but even after watching all of those, I still couldn't decide which ones I wanted, and I still ended up with a whole bunch. I also have Tim Holtz Distress Crayons, set number 3, and then set 10, Marabou Art Crayons. Just, again, a small 4-piece set. I actually have 2 more coming that I found open stock on a site that were very inexpensive. But these ones are Cocoa, Flesh, white and black. Art Philosophy water-soluble oil pastels. These came very highly recommended. These and the Mungyo does a version, the brand Mungyo. I use their soft pastels, and I really like those, but they were sold out on Amazon when I looked, so I ended up picking up these instead. And the Faber Castell watercolor crayons. I understand that this, I just happened to walk past this in, I think, Michael's, and it was on clearance. I understand this is like the sort of kids version of their gelatos, so I'm not sure how these will stack up and compare, but it was $5 for a set of 15, so how can you go wrong? That's like, what, 33 1/3 cents per crayon. I also got watercolor powders. I've been really interested to try these. These are color Sparx from the Crafters Workshop by Ken Oliver. I also have, they haven't come yet, Color Burst powders on the way, which are also by Ken Oliver. They're similar to these, but different, still watercolor powders. I also have some infusions coming, which are dye powders with walnut shell, ground walnut shell in them. So they make textured watercolor effects, if you will. I also have some just ground walnut shells coming in the mail. I'm looking to make a very, or at least right now, I'm looking to make a very vintage style art journal. So I thought that the walnut granules, if you will, would maybe make that effect possible. These are the only ones that have come in the mail so far. Let me know if you'd like a comparison of watercolor powders. I also might buy some Brusho colors. I haven't done that as of filming this video at this very moment. Something I learned that is very important to have is archival ink. So I picked up this Distress Archival ink. It's a set of neutrals, 4-piece set. It comes in the black, the dark brown, gray, and then that vintage photo color. And the reason that the archival ink is important is because it is waterproof once it is dry, similar to India ink. And in order to do your layers and put wet things on top of layers, you need things that are not water soluble. So in case I want to do some stamping, this is going to be pretty key. I also got this set of Kirarina Wink markers. They've been discontinued by COPIC, but I've been wanting them for a while, and I thought this was as good of an excuse as any. They're actually metallic markers, and they're very opaque. I will have to do a video testing them out and playing with them, because I've seen people write on black paper with these, and they are very similar to metallic watercolors. Like they're very opaque. They're very cool. So I got a set of these. Set of 15. It's not the whole line. The whole line is 24, but I wasn't able to find all the colors, so I'm missing a few, and like I say, these are discontinued now, so probably I'll never find them, but this is a pretty good range, I think. Alright, as for tools and gooey stuff, I got a set of Distress Collage brushes. However, I recently found out that actually the best thing to apply your gel medium with, a lot of people say, is a silicone spatula. So I may have to run over to the Dollar Tree and get one of those, because they don't get ruined like brushes apparently get ruined if you don't clean them very well. And I am not very good at cleaning things. I don't like high maintenance art supplies. I also got this little set of different collage mediums to try out. So I have a matte collage medium, a vintage collage medium, and a crazing collage medium, which sounds very interesting and fun to me. I also picked up this Distress Micro Glaze. And that is because in case I use things that are water soluble, this is the coat that you put on in order to stop the things underneath from being water reactive anymore. That's basically what it's for. And then of course I have regular gel matte. This is the Golden brand. It's medium heavy body, and this is, it's transparent. It's pretty transparent according to the label on the back. It's pretty transparent, it's pretty matte, and it's pretty thick, which is good. I grabbed this for gluing things down. I also have a soft gel coming in the mail for gluing down thinner things. I also have some, it's called hard paste, I believe, so I can create some dimension through stencils and things, fun things like that. Those haven't come in yet. Also, as far as tools go, I got a set of brayers. Just a little 3 set, mostly to help me lay things down, spread out paint, that kind of thing. I also have this crocodile grommet setter, and I also have a whole bunch of grommets. I've got different colored grommets, I got different shaped grommets, I got all kinds of grommets in here. So that should be fun to play with. This was a bit of a splurge. I got the Tim Holtz Tonic decal trimmer. So it's the same as a regular guillotine, you know, paper trimmer with the arm on it that you move up and down. However, this one cuts a decal edge, so it cuts an uneven edge. And this was pretty pricey. It was definitely a splurge buy, but I really think that it is gonna cut down on work and annoyance for me, and I am all about cutting down on annoyance, because if I get annoyed or dislike something, I am way less likely to do it. In fact, I can almost guarantee you I'm not going to do it. And then last but not least, for tools, I've been wanting a pair of these. They are the Tim Holtz non-stick titanium snips. I have been wanting a pair of these for, I'm gonna say years at this point, but I could never justify buying a pair because, I don't know. I make cards, and I made cards and sold them for a long time, but for some reason, I don't know, I just couldn't make myself splurge. I had a bunch of pairs of normal scissors, so I guess I just couldn't justify in my head purchasing snips. But I got a pair of those finally. I did want to try some of this Inca Gold by Viva. This stuff has beeswax in it, and you rub it on. It's not a painted on kind of thing. It's a dab your finger in it and rub it on kind of thing and then seal it. And from what I've seen online, it just makes the most lovely, lovely metallic effects. Like, ooh. I also picked up some distress paints. Now, I only have 4 here. I have 2 more on the way, but the colors I have here are Walnut Stain, Tea Dye, Tarnished Brass, and Tattered Rose. I also have coming Speckled Egg, as well as Vintage Photo. I'm trying to keep my color scheme fairly analogous, mostly so that I don't have quite so many options to pick from, because, as we all know, say it with me, Ace can't make decisions. So if I have a lot of very different options, I am very likely to get overwhelmed and just not do anything. I've met myself. I know myself. I've seen this happen. Now, as for the stamps, these stamps are just near and dear to my heart. I love the Gorjuss Girls by Santoro. The problem is that when I have exactly one Gorjuss Girls stamp. The reason I only have one is because I don't like the mini stamps. They're too small for me. And the large stamps are just too large for a card, in my opinion. And that used to be all I used stamps for. I don't scrapbook or anything like that. So if I was going to use a Gorjuss Girl stamp, it was going to be on a card. But the problem is that they're too big for a card, I think. Well, now that I have this art journal, I have a wonderful excuse to get a whole bunch of Gorjuss Girl stamps. So I have these 2. This one is called Nightlight, and then this one is called Perfect Love. And I love these stamps because they're just so, They're cute, but they can also be very haunting. Not creepy. I don't think that they're creepy, but they can just, because they have such small little eyes that just stare like unblinkingly, I guess, and they have very simple faces with no mouths or anything. They just give off this almost eerie look that I really like. I really like it. But like I said, I've never been able to justify purchasing them before because I've never had a use for them before. Well, now I have a great use for them. And I purchased a lot of them. So these are a whole lot of Gorjuss stamps, which I am so very excited about. So this is a haul in and of itself. Oh, I just love them. So I now have the Getaway, Summer Days, Ladybird, Black Star, Heartfelt, Pom Pom, Little Fishes, Awashed, Fly Away With Me, Time to Fly, The White Rabbit, New Heights, Little Friend, Toadstools, Ruby, Jar of Hearts, and You Brought Me Love. So that's 18, 19, and the one that I've had for a long time makes 20. So now I went from 1 Gorjuss Girl stamp to 20 Gorjuss Girl stamps. I may have a sickness. Oh, I also bought rice papers. Okay, so let's talk about those. I am just enamored by the look that you get when you use rice paper. I bought a bunch of them, and I have a whole order of them actually. Oh look, there's Alice. Okay, so no one should be surprised. If you've been around my channel for any amount of time, no one should be surprised that I got some Alice. I am so very obsessed with Alice. So Alice in Wonderland rice papers. Also just Victorian England in general, so no one also should be surprised that there's a vintagey looking London. You see Big Ben back there. And let's see, what else? Oh, music paper, yep. I definitely got some music printed paper. This one is Nautilus. It's a bunch of underwater things with some quotes. And of course, no one should also be surprised if you've been around my channel for any length of time that I have a geisha. Because I love Japan so much. And this really beautiful sort of Sumier style cherry branch. That's just... And I have a whole bunch more coming, but some of them are on back order. Anyway, so that brings me to embellishment-y type things. So you'll notice that most of these things are very vintage looking, again, because I'm trying to make a vintagey themed art journal, I guess. But there are other things as well. So we'll start with one of the only non-vintage looking things here. This is some Galaxy washi tape from, I believe, Altenew. Yes, Altenew Galaxy washi tape. It is 4.5 inches wide, so it will cover a card if that's what a standard A2 card, if that's what you're looking to use it for. Anyway, it's got this set of vintagey looking washi tapes. They look mostly like postcards and stamps. There's one that's sort of handwriting on top of the Eiffel Tower. And then I also have 2 more wide rolls of washi tape. Oh, and apparently some little stickers too. This stuff I really like. This is that vintage style once again. It's got sheet music, it's got little sections of writing. Came in a set of 2. They're both the same washi tape, it's just 2 sets of the same stuff, which I'm definitely not mad at. These are washi tape stickers, and they are all kinds of mushrooms. Isn't that cool? I love washi stickers because they have that transparent quality to them that you can see through them. And again, I'm still on that Alice in Wonderland kick, so I'm all about the mushrooms. And then I also have these vintage, I think they are full sheet stickers, I think. I'm not 100% certain if they're full sheets of stickers or if the separate elements on them are the stickers. I'm not 100% certain, but either way, they are a variety of vintage stickers, vintage looking stickers. I got one of these. It's a Molotow Liquid Chrome 20th anniversary marker. Now, I received one of these in a scrawler box, and the one that I received was broken. The nib wouldn't stay in it. It was just, and it made a mess. But I saw other people's videos. After I posted that video, I watched other people's scrawler box videos, and they were able to use it just fine, no problem. So I ordered another one because this thing, when I say that it looks just like this chrome stripe that's on this marker when you write with it, it looks just like that chrome stripe. That super highly reflective metallic ink. I don't know how it works, but and I would really like to use it. I think it's very cool, but like I said, mine, I ended up having to throw it away because it was broken. These are Uniball Signo gel pens. I already use the white and then the silver and gold metallic ones in my normal art. And these are also the broad, the UM153 broad tips, and it is black, red, blue, and black blue. The reason I have these is because I was told by a little birdie, I don't know if it's true or not, I'll find out, that gel pens are waterproof once they're dry, which is great. I need waterproof things to put in the layers of this mixed media art journal that I'm starting. And I already know that I like this pen, like this style of pen, so that's why I purchased these other colors. So I now have one of every color that they make for this style of pen. I also bought a set of charms, brassy charms, and these are all leaf motifs. I thought it would be fun to add some foliage in that way with these rather than just having to draw it, to give it a little bit of texture, a little dimension. I don't know, I thought it would be cool. I mean, it very well could just all fall off, I don't know. We'll find out while I'm playing in my art journal. Okay, and here's another thing I got for the journaling aspect of my art journal, because I do plan on using it as a journal. 2 Lamy Safari fountain pens with medium nibs, because I like a big nib to write with. I got the regular standard black version, and then I got this one, which I believe the color is mango. I got these 2 Lamy pens, and then I got a black ink cartridge and a brown ink cartridge. So I'm gonna put the brown into the mango colored barrel, and then I'm gonna put the black into the black end. So depending on what the journaling page lends itself to more, brown or black, I will journal in that, or at least that's the idea anyway. And yeah, at the moment I guess that's it. That's everything. Let me know if there's anything in particular that you want to see me use, or that you would be interested in a comparison of. Again, the watercolor powders, or the water-soluble artist crayons, or anything like that. The metallic markers and paint. But anyway, so I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like if you liked, subscribe for art journaling videos, because I guess that's going to be a thing now. And until next time, I will talk to all of you soon. Bye! Big time, no man, diamonds in my teeth, I got a lot of shine.